Welcome to my channel Value Old Coins Today. Videos is one you won't miss. We're diving into the world of coins, so let's get it started. The United States of America, 1 dime Liberty in God We Trust, P 1999 is a small, yet significant piece of modern American coinage that continues a long tradition of 10-cent pieces in U.S. history. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint in the year 1999. This coin bears the P mint mark to the right of the torch on the reverse side, symbolizing its origin. Measuring 17.91 millimeters in diameter and weighing 2.27 grams. It is composed of a clad combination of outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to an inner core of pure copper, giving it durability and a distinctive silvery appearance. The obverse, or front side, of the coin prominently features the left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Designed by John R. Sinek, the 8th chief engraver of the United States Mint, who first created this design in 1946. Following Roosevelt's death in 1945, in honor of his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and his founding of the March of Dimes campaign against polio. Above the portrait reads the inscription, Liberty, aligned along the left periphery, and to the lower left is the national motto, In God We Trust, a phrase that became a regular feature on U.S. coins starting in the 19th century, and it was formally adopted across all coinage by law in the mid-20th century. The date 1999 is placed at the bottom right of the bust, marking the coin's year of mintage. The reverse side of the 1999 dime is equally rich in symbolism, featuring a central torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch stands for peace, and the oak branch signifies strength and independence. The inscription United States of America arcs along the top of the reverse, while E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, is set in small letters just below the torch's flame. A centuries-old motto expressing the unity of America's diverse states and peoples. Below this central imagery is the denomination, inscribed as 1 dime, a term derived from the Latin decimus, meaning 1/10. The coin's reeded, or milled, edge was historically a guard against clipping, an old practice of shaving small amounts of precious metal from the edges of coins. By the Roosevelt dime had already been in continuous production for over 5 decades and remained unchanged in design, maintaining its classic form that was first introduced in the aftermath of Roosevelt's passing. That year, as part of regular coin production, the Philadelphia Mint produced tens of millions of these dimes for general circulation, satisfying the ongoing needs of commerce in the United States. The dime, though modest in size, holds a crucial role in daily financial transactions and coin-operated devices such as vending machines and public telephones, which were still in significant use in the 1990s. Collectors often seek 1999p dimes in high-grade mint state condition, MS65 and above, or in proof sets, which are struck with specially polished dies for a mirror-like finish. Though proof coins were made at the San Francisco Mint bearing the S Mint, the coin carries historical interest not only as currency but also as a symbol of Roosevelt's enduring legacy and America's mid-20th century values. Its composition of copper nickel clad over copper is typical of post-1965 U.S. dimes, following the elimination of silver content to preserve precious metal resources amid rising market prices in the mid-1960s. Though ordinary in everyday circulation, certain varieties and errors from the 1999 series, such as off-center strikes, double dies, and filled mint mark scan, attract additional value among numismatics. The Roosevelt dime, including the 1999p edition, continues to be an educational piece for those interested in American history, art, and economics, reflecting both the artistic choices of mid-century America and the practical necessities of modern commerce. It embodies a blend of classical symbolism, modern minting technology, and national pride, all encapsulated within a tiny yet enduringly significant 10-cent piece. The United States of America, 1 dime, Liberty in God We Trust, p. 2014 is a modern American 10-cent coin that continues the long-standing tradition of the Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 as a tribute to the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the small P mint mark placed on the reverse side near the torch. The 2014 dime is a standard circulation issue coin widely used in everyday commerce across the United States, measuring 17.91 millimeters in diameter, with a weight of 2.27 grams, and featuring a redded edge, which historically served as a deterrent against coin clipping and counterfeiting. The 2014 Roosevelt dime is composed of a clad composition of outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core, reflecting the metallic adjustments made by the U.S. Mint in 1965, when the rising value of silver led to the removal of the precious metal from circulating dimes, quarters, and half dollars. The obverse, or front side, of the coin bears a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Designed by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time of Roosevelt's death in 1945. Cynic's design. Introduced in 1946, honors Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his association with the March of Dimes Foundation, a public health initiative originally established to combat polio, the disease which Roosevelt himself had battled. Surrounding the portrait, the inscription Liberty curves along the upper left, while in God we trust, a motto formally adopted across U.S. coinage in 1955 and reflecting the nation's enduring religious heritage and cultural values, appears to the lower left of Roosevelt's neck. The date, 2014, is inscribed to the right of the portrait's base, denoting the year of minting. On the reverse side, the coin continues to showcase a timeless, classically inspired design. Also crafted by John R. Sinnock, featuring a central torch symbolizing liberty and enlightenment, flanked by an olive branch on the left representing peace, and an oak branch on the right signifying strength, resilience, and independence, ideals foundational to American identity. Encircling this arrangement, the legend United States of America arches across the top, while the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one phrase emphasizing the unity of the diverse American states and people, is inscribed in small capital letters below the torch's flame. The denomination is stated plainly at the bottom as 1 dime, with the reeded edge of the coin serving not only a practical function but also a historical nod to earlier U.S. coinage traditions dating back to the 18th century. In 2014, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these dimes for general circulation to meet the ongoing demand of commerce. Alongside coins struck at the Denver Mint, marked with a D in special proof, issues minted at the San Francisco Mint bearing an S mint mark and distinguished by their mirror-like fields and frosted designs, although primarily a circulation piece. Collectors often seek examples of the 2014p dime in high-grade mint state MS65 or higher for modern-date collections, and special interest sometimes surrounds arrow varieties such as off-center strikes, double dies, or filled mint marks. Though such errors are relatively rare for this date, while its face value is modest, the dime plays a crucial role in American financial transactions, coin-operated machines, and public services, preserving its utility despite the increasing shift toward digital and electronic payments in the 21st century. The 2014p Roosevelt dime thus stands as a modern representative of a coin series that has remained visually unchanged for nearly 80 years, a testament to both its classic, dignified design and the enduring legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. It embodies not only economic function but also cultural and historical symbolism, linking contemporary America to its mid-20th century past. The use of durable clad composition ensures the dime's longevity in circulation, while its consistent design maintains a sense of continuity and national tradition. The coin also serves as an accessible entry point for new collectors, especially those focusing on date and mint mark sets of circulating U.S. coinage, and it occupies a special place within the broader history of American numismatics, representing a tangible piece of the country's economic, artistic, and presidential heritage. In everyday life, the dime's small size belies its significance, acting as a reminder of Roosevelt's contributions, the resilience of a nation through adversity, and the ongoing evolution of American currency, from precious metals to practical, modern alloys suited for the demands of contemporary commerce. Whether found in pocket change, coin collections, or historical discussions, the 2014p United States of America 1 dime remains a meaningful and enduring element of the country's monetary and cultural identity,